DirectEDI has produced a comprehensive series of webinars to educate all members of the supply chain, accounting, and information technology community using our cloud-based offerings. These webinars are highly accelerated and abbreviated overviews. For information on topics not covered, please contact DirectEDI. Steve, what are we going to cover today?
Eric, today we'll talk about integration utilizing Universal Posted Translator integration methodology. We'll talk about the data feed concept, consolidating and recycling requirements, and adding trading partners once the integration has been implemented.
Great.
Universal Posted Translator consolidates everything into transaction types. Transaction types are formed into what we call data feeds. Within a data feed, all the trading partner requirements are consolidated into one feed per transaction type. Let me give an example. We see here 4 data feeds or 4 different transaction types: a purchase order acknowledgement, invoice, and shipment.
Now, Steve, I see only 4 types here. Can I add more types if my trading partners require that?
You will see as many transaction types as you are trying to integrate into your own accounting system. So yes.
Okay.
Let's take a look at the purchase order transaction type or the data feed. This particular one has, on one end, integrated 18 different trading partners into this transaction type or the data feed, utilizing 20 different EDI maps.
So 20 maps going into one single feed.
That's exactly correct. These maps can differ based on the division, vendor type, and document type, and EDI version. You know that one trading partner may have more than one requirement per transaction type. Let's take a look at how we actually build these purchase order data feed utilizing this illustration on the next slide here. First, we start off with the EDI requirements provided by your trading partners. Here we're utilizing CVS, Walmart, and Target as an example. Once we've gathered the requirements from these trading partners, we map each individual EDI guideline into a data feed, in this particular case a purchase order data feed. You'll notice that we will not repeat the same requirements over and over again for all of your trading partners and reuse and recycle elements within the purchase order feed.
Oh, great. I see. So CVS, Walmart, and Target each have their own requirements. We've mapped them into one XML file which will be passed on to the back office application.
That's correct.
And am I limited only to XML?
You are not limited only to an XML. This can also be a CSV or any other format that your system can handle better.
Great.
Once the purchase order feed has been established and integrated into the accounting or ERP system within the vendor's environment, adding trading partners to this scenario is a fairly simple exercise that actually gets easier over time. As we add another trading partner, you'll notice that first we will reuse and recycle the fields that we have already previously seen and only add elements to the data feed that we have not seen before. It means 2 things. As you add more trading partners to your data feed, the mappings get easier and easier because you have seen more scenarios. And your data feed is always backwards compatible. By adding new trading partners, you don't break the old ones.
Oh, great. I would think it would cost less as I add more trading partners because the jobs get smaller.
That's exactly the case.
Okay.
Once we have built all of the EDI requirements into our data feed, we will then provide the vendor or the customer with the consolidated XML schema. At this point, a vendor or a customer would do a simple analysis on their end, trying to determine what kind of information they need to have in order to process purchase orders and also be able to bring them into their accounting system. Once that gap analysis has been completed, it is a simple exercise of picking and choosing the elements that you would need to form a valid purchase order on your end and ignoring the rest.
Great. And so this is the same process that would be repeated for each of the other document types.
Correct.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for giving us that overview, Steve. I'm sure there are a lot of other questions out there regarding our true cloud-based integration platform. Please call DirectEDI or send us an email for more information.